So we was that inside now.
Datti, BabaAhmed and other Labour Party chieftains locked out at the INEC headquarters. For several minutes they were left stranded at the gate until INEC officials changed their minds and opened the gate. They drove straight to the INEC headquarters from the meeting they held at the Transcorp Hilton. It was attended by who is who in Labour Party, all the elected members of the National Assembly, Governor Otti, Datti, BabaAhmed, Peter Obi, Nenadi Usman, the chairman of the caretaker committee. All of them spoke. We'll hear important bits in a moment. They actually came to INEC headquarters to present the Supreme Court certified true copy to them, which of course you're already aware. The Supreme Court sacked Julius Abure. They voided the appeal court judgment that declared that he is still the chairman of Labour Party. So the reason they came to INEC was to make sure that INEC recognizes the Supreme Court judgment so as to strike off the name of Julius Abure as chairman of Labour Party from their register. When they do that, Julius Abure can no longer parade himself as the chairman. They can now hold a national congress to elect party officials. Meanwhile, Apapa and his group stormed the Labour Party headquarters and took control. You can see him in this photo granting a press conference. Anyway, let's hear Governor Otti.
The INEC leadership, that is the INEC commissioners, and I can see a lot of you permit me to use the commissioner from my state, Mr. Kenneth, okay, to reach out to all of you, including the directors, the secretary, for the first time that I've been reading her all the time. I'm happy to meet you, man. Your Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, CON.
Now that INEC has acknowledged the reception of the certified true copy of the Supreme Court judgment, it is expected that they will do the needful. They will strike off the name of Julius Abure as the chairman of Labour Party and insert the name of Nenadi Usman and her committee as the authentic leadership in Labour Party. Nearly all the Labour Party elected members at the National Assembly are behind the committee. Most of them attended the meeting at Transcorp Hilton. So it raises the question, who is behind Julius Abure, who is backing him? Also, the members passed a vote of confidence on not just Nenadi Usman's committee, on Peter Obi, on Alex Otti for all the work they've been doing, following due process. They went to court to get judgment, and now it's time to unite the party. Let's hear them.
With the full weight and support of members of the House of Representatives Caucus, Labour Party, rise to move the motion, and I so do, that this assemblage of net members and stakeholders of our great party, the Labour Party, do move the motion, and I so move, for the passage of a vote of confidence on our leaders, especially Mr. Peter Obi, the LP 2023 presidential candidate, the governor of Abia, our own performing, Dr. Alex Otti, the National Caretaker Working Committee of the party, led by distinguished Senator Nenadi Usman, the Labour Party National and State Assemblies caucuses, members of the Obedience Movement and family, and the entire membership and faithful of our great party, spread all over the corners of Nigeria and in the diaspora, that will move this motion for their leadership, commitment, loyalty, solidarity, and further growth of the party. I so move. Thank you very much.
I am happy to communicate that the consequence of the decision of the Supreme Court of Nigeria is that the Labour Party can now start on its journey for a rebirth. This momentous decision of the Supreme Court is noteworthy as it marks an auspicious moment in the history of our dear party, where truth, integrity, responsible leadership are given legal validation, thereby setting the tone for the rebirth of the Labour Party to push forward with its avowed principles to its members and the country at large. It is indeed a triumph for the rule of law, good governance, and for all who stand for the truth and sincerity of purpose in seeing that those with the best interests for our dear party and country are allowed to validly proceed accordingly. May I use this opportunity, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to express our collective gratitude to all party members and Nigerians at large for standing firm with the caretaker committee that was instituted many months ago, last year, in Umwa here. They have believed that a new Labour Party with a breath of fresh air is possible, and we still believe that a new Labour Party is possible. While celebrating our well-deserved victory, I would like to reiterate that some of the foundation stones of this great party of ours are unity, team spirit, social justice, and reconciliation. The Apex Court has rightly delivered its judgment, and it is time for all to sheathe their swords. I therefore call on all party members, whether aggrieved by the decision of the Supreme Court or not, to set aside their grievances and ambitions and come join us to build a party that will stand with the ordinary Nigerian, and a party that will ensure that the gains of democracy are available to every Nigerian. The time to make things right is now. The time to build a vibrant opposition is now. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we have the duty to look at the big picture in spite of any venal or personal dreams or aspirations or even ambitions.
Now, I like the tone of the speech that was made by our national chairman. And instead of being aggressive like they have been, threatening people with expulsion and suspension, she called on all of them to come back so that we can all sit down and review this party. Those who have their ears, please, I would like to join our national chairman in appealing to them. There is no need fighting. I have sat with Mr. Abure last year, and I asked him, I said, what do you really want? And he said he didn't want anything. I said, okay, I can speak to my leaders, and you can become a BOT chairman. I offer that with their approval. Or if you want to still lead this party, let's go through the process. Go and purchase a form when the process starts, and if you win, you return as chairman. But I also gave him some pieces of advice. I said, if I were you, I wouldn't want to lead people who wouldn't want me to lead them. So if you come into this kind of room and I present myself and I said I want to be your chairman, and you say you don't want me to, there is no way I can impose myself.
Yes.
So we are still extending the olive branch to him and those in the former National Working Committee to shape their sword. There is no need fighting. They will just be delaying the doomsday because it will still happen. The process of setting up a National Working Committee starts from the what? You go through world congresses, local government congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and then You now elect delegates that will go for the national convention. You cannot start, if you want to build a 3-story building, you cannot start from the 3rd floor. You must start from foundation. So, and I'm sure that our experienced caretaker committee members will do the right thing at the appropriate time. They are not interested in leading the party. All they are interested in is midwifing those that will lead the party. And I know we heard this discussion. They don't have any interest other than ensuring that our party remains strong. So on this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate all of you for remaining firm and resolute, for also respecting the rule of law, for not taking the law into your hands. And our party, the rebuilding of our party starts today.
Yes, sir.
2023 presidential election, which as far as we are concerned, Labour Party won. Yes. So I repeat, justice is meant to be consistent. Justice is meant to be always and forever, not just when it is convenient. However, the little that they are given, we appreciate, and we hope they will. My leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they are used to be a party, a mammoth, that said it was going to misrule Nigeria for 60 years. Today, that party is not only a department, it is a detachment of another party. There was a party that was reduced to one state. They used religion, they used the other realm, they used ethnicity, they used everything, and they bounced back. And they have been misruling Nigeria with impunity greater than those. Stand firm, stand with the truth. Learn from history and do not be afraid. Right now, there is no space for anybody in that misruling party. And they have destroyed the opportunity for anybody to contest in that old party that wanted to misrule for 60 years. What does that leave us with? Labour Party. Don't ever underestimate who you are. Don't ever underestimate what you have. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourselves. I've been saying this. Do not be scared. The appointments they are making are fake. The appointments they are making are illegal. The paraphernalia of governance that they're enjoying, spending our money, destroying our country, is only but for a limited time.
Yes, sir.
Do not be scared. Believe in yourselves. The saying goes that there may be another movement. You know, I'll not hide it. Let us see it. Labour is there. Labour is the only option. And like I said, in 2022 and 2023, there was only one party that was conditioned to win the elections, and Labour Party won the election. What happened? Of course, they switched off IREV. They changed the meaning of English language and they bent our constitution. And I remain by what I say. This serving government remains questionably constitutional. And of course, I will not forget my able chairman, Senator Nenadi. The high point of her speech is that she is extending a hand of friendship and brotherliness to whoever is aggrieved. Labour Party will continue to do that. Embrace and embrace, because you cannot go into that old party. You are wasting your time. It's a detachment. You cannot go into APC because there is no space for anybody. Instead, what is happening, they will realize there is no space for anybody anywhere. The only option continues to remain Labour Party. At the right time, I will say more. Thank you very much.
Labour Party. If there's any party that would have been a party of choice today in this country, if not for the delay and going through that process, it would have been Labour Party. Yes. But I assure you, you'll be a party of tomorrow. Amen. Some have speculated all sorts. Some have even said, oh, he has left Labour Party. Some of us are on our way out. Some of us are on our way this. Let me assure you, we are Labour Party. I've never discussed with any other party. We are going to discuss with anybody who discusses jointly from our house at Labour Party. No party will tell you that they've seen me discussing with them. And like I always say, Governor, we would sit down and discuss. Everybody, leadership, stakeholders will say, we want to be part of this. It is not P2B's choice. It is choice of everybody. Yeah.